What's happening? This is Derek with Real Falcon Gaming, and today I'm in one of my creative worlds to show you how to build a 2x2 hidden horizontal door. And I'm going to integrate it into something that's already built to show you how I would hide the wiring instead of doing like a super flat or just in an open area. So a lot of tutorials are on vertical doors, so you'd hit a button. These 4 blocks, if this wall was flat, would move in and over and you'd be able to walk through. Horizontal doors on the ground, a lot of the times it's used as a trap, so you hit a button and fall through. What I've done is I've placed it in a fountain so that you can get up once you get down it. And so I've hidden the button in here behind this sign just to hide it. So you come in here, you hit this button, and it opens it up. And it looks just like this here. So if you come down here, I've blocked the water with signs. And I've actually got another button down here. Both of these buttons are on a T flip-flop, so you can open and shut them from both buttons. And so if we have time, I'll do a T flip-flop in the end. We'll start out with just a lever, but let's get started. Okay, so I've cleared everything out so we can get started here. And the first thing you're going to want to do is build a spot to hold your water. And then break out 4 blocks in the ground wherever you want your doorway to be. And so we'll come down here and you grab your sticky pistons, and what you're going to want to do is skip 1 space and then place 4 sticky pistons like that. Do the same thing on this side, skip 1 space, 4 pistons like that, and then do 2 pistons facing up on each side like this. So we'll do the same thing on this side. And I want this to be hidden, so I'm going to use the same material as up here. So I'm going to grab my moss stone and place it like this. And now you're ready to wire this. So what I'm going to wire first is these pistons on the side here. When they push out to there, they need to press the moss stone up. So I'm going to wire that first. So you're going to want to skip 1 space and build a shelf underneath where those pistons will sit once they push out. And you just got to make sure it's underneath these 4 blocks here. And you place 4 redstone torches just like this. And then you grab your blocks and you're going to build a shelf that's down 1 and out 2 on both sides like that. So the same thing on this side like that. Then you grab your repeaters and place 2 on each side like this. And you want them to be on the fastest setting. And then what we're going to do is connect both sides together with redstone. So I built a little shelf here, and we're going to connect both sides like this. And what you want to do is you want to turn these torches off. So you're going to want to invert this. So come over 1 block and up, and place a redstone torch on the side here to invert those so that those torches are off. So that's done. So what we're going to want to do is wire the side pistons. So what I'm going to do is grab my blocks, and I'm going to put 4 blocks next to these pistons here, just like that. And take my repeaters and place 2 like that. And you're going to want these on the slowest setting. And then connect these 2 repeaters down to the wiring down below. So we're going to bring these wires down like this, and then build a shelf over top of this block where the torch is on the side of. We're going to build that all the way over here. And for this, what you have to put in is a repeater going this way, going towards those side pistons, or else it's not going to retract properly. Then you can run your wire right over at the top just like that. Now that side's done, and we're going to do the same thing on this side. So 4 blocks, your 2 repeaters set to the slowest setting, just like that, and then connect this wire down to the wire that we just did. So let's build this little deal here. And again, you're going to need a repeater on this side just like this one. So you place it, somewhere in here. And then we're going to wire this all up. And it's as simple as that. So we're going to test it out now. So we'll come out, and you got to make sure your power is between the two repeaters that are going up to the sides. So I'm just going to use a torch for now to test it. And so it pushes all the blocks fine. And when we take this out, it retracts them properly. If these repeaters aren't in here, or your repeaters on the sides are at the fastest tick, then it's not going to work. It will push up fine like that, but when you take it out, it's not going to retract fast enough to pull the ones in the middle out to the sides. So we'll pop these back in here like this, and then test it out one more time. And when we take that out, it's going to retract properly. And so this right here is where you want to run your lever or your button or however you're going to power it. That's where you're going to want to run it to. And so what we're going to do is we'll start out by doing a lever first, because that's the simplest way of doing it. So we just need to run our power all the way upstairs into that room. Just run our wiring down here. And I should probably put a repeater in. Yeah, that's going to be... We'll pop that out and put one in there. And I'll put another repeater in. And so this up here is where I had my button for the T flip-flop. We'll do a lever right now. Just grab a lever and pop that in. And then we're going to do the power down below here like that. So when you turn that on, it's going to power that redstone. And now we just need to build a little staircase to get this redstone down there. Alright, it sounded like it worked. So yep. So the power made it all the way down there, so we'll just come up here and test it real quick to make sure. Just double check that it retracts and pushes up fine. So it's open and it all retracted fine. So it looks like we're good to go. So we'll shut it one last time just to double check. And now we can place our water in. So I'm going to open it up to get down in there. And I'm going to start the hallway. So I'm just going to grab my stone and jet this floor out here. And then grab some glowstone or whatever you want to use. And then we need to place the signs in to stop the water. So you just grab your signs and you're going to place 2 on each side, one here, and the same on this side. So now we can place our water in, and the easiest way to do that is to make sure that it's all uniform. So I'm going to shut it now. And then you just grab your water and you just got to make sure that it's all uniform and the water's not flowing in any direction. So I'm just going to fill all this in with water. Just like that. And then just put this little fountain deal in like that. And now when we open it up, the water will go down without, flowing all over the electrical and ruining it. So I think we have enough time to do the T flip-flop, so I'm going to take the lever out and I'll be back. Alright, so I've taken the lever out and the wiring, and we're going to build a T flip-flop, which is extremely useful in the game and allows us to take a button and have it open and shut it. So we're going to pop down one block here, take a redstone torch and place it in there like that. And then a repeater right here. And then we might as well connect this up. So I'm going to take redstone and just connect it to our wiring for the door. just like that. And it looks like I need to extend this out one more block to have enough room, so I'm just going to come down here and grab this and pop these in here real quick. Alright, so you want to take, normally it's regular pistons, I'm just going to use sticky pistons, and you place them 3 blocks apart. It works with both, I found in Xbox. So then you place a regular block here, then you grab a glass block like here, and the glass isn't going to allow the power to go through it, but the regular block will when it cycles. So then you place 3 blocks on top, very important, a torch on each end like so, and then redstone across the top, and there you have it. There's your T flip-flop. So now if I place a button anywhere on these 3 blocks on top, it's going to open, or it's going to cycle back and forth each time you press the button. So it cycles and it allows the power to go through the regular block, then it pushes the glass in place, which doesn't allow the power, and it opens it up. Obviously we don't want our button there, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a lead upstairs to where I want the button to be. To do that, you just connect the redstone to the top like this, and you run this to wherever you want your button to be. So I'll put a repeater in just to make sure we make it. And then I'm just going to connect this up to where we put the lever in, but replace it with a button. So we pop that in there like that, and now this will open and shut it. So it's shut. Come in here and open it up, and actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down and I'm going to put in a second button like I had in the example in the beginning. So what I'm going to do is just come in here and put a button in here, and that doesn't line up, so I'm going to actually I'll just extend it from here like that, and then you just take your redstone and run it all the way into the T flip-flop and place your button, and now it's going to cycle. So you've got a button upstairs and downstairs that both open and shut it. And then I'll just kind of extend this out just to kind of cap this off here. So it shuts and it opens. And this button upstairs does the same thing, so this will shut it as well and open it. So there you go. So the last thing to do is I've hidden the button with a painting. To do that, you know, you just put your door in, and then you go through the painstaking process of doing like a million paintings, and as long as you don't screw it up like that until you get the right one. There you go. So there you have it. Your very own double door that's in the floor. Wow. Okay, so if you like this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up right in the comments below. If you have any questions, just shoot them to me, and make sure to subscribe, and I will catch you next time. Peace!